the Real Estate You podcast with Lettiann.
Welcome back to Real Estate You Season 5, Real Estate You with Lettiann, this season in the kitchen. So welcome to my kitchen, and I want to welcome my guest, Joe Castillo.
Hi Lettiann. I'm grateful to be here in your kitchen. We'll be making cornbread in the kitchen in your podcast, and I'm excited to be doing that with you.
Yeah, me too, Joe. Joe is a newly licensed agent in our office, so we're going to talk to Joe about what it's like to be a newer agent, what's happening in the market, why he got a license. But I want to ask you this first. Why did you pick your vegan cornbread to make on this show today?
So I often make this cornbread. It's something I like to eat when I'm feeling like a snack. It's also something I make when I'm eating a chili. It's a must with chili. But I like this even without chili, just on the side, on its own. It's just something I like to eat. It's fun. It's easy to make. Could be made, prep work is for 15, 20 minutes, bakes for 20 minutes. So it's pretty fast in my opinion. And it's just something I like to do for fun.
And I'm noticing your ingredients. They look very healthy, on the healthy side, gluten-free, dairy-free. I see your oat milk here. So let's get started, Joe.
Yeah, so starting off here, I'll be starting with my almond flour. It is a vegan cornbread, so we are using alternate flours. I like almond flour and oat flour in baking. It comes out pretty well, and it is a must if you're vegetarian or vegan. It is perfect for your baking. So what I'll be using here is a half cup of almond flour. I put a little bit too much in my cup here, but it's just a half cup of almond flour. And we have here oat flour. So it's gonna be half cup of almond flour and a full cup of oat flour. And so that's what we'll be using.
As Joe is getting those flours together, I love the alternate flour option because so many people are sensitive to different glutens and whatnot. But I want to remind you, if you are enjoying the recipes on Season 5, please download them. You go to our website, lettiann.com/Season 5 recipes, and you can download all of the recipes from Season 5.
Great.
Awesome. Thank you, Joe.
No problem. Okay, so now that we have our flours in there, I'll be adding the cornmeal as well. And of course, you'll be putting all your dry in one bowl, and you'll be putting your wets in another bowl. So I'll be pointing right
go
here.
ahead, please.
All right, great. So it'll be 1 cup of cornmeal. All right. Oops, sorry about that.
You're fine.
Okay. Okay, so that's that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe.
Okay, you'll be adding a half teaspoon of salt. I usually just wing it with the salt, but you could do that up to your taste. And a tablespoon of baking powder.
While Joe is incorporating these dry ingredients, I would like to remind you, if you have questions for us about our podcast, any of the seasons or any of the episodes, or you have a question for Joe, please go to Real Estate You with Lettiann at lettiann.com. You can email us again at Real Estate You like university, Real Estate You with Lettiann at lettiann.com. We'll be happy to answer all of your questions. So
great.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm done my dries. I will be using a dairy-free milk. You could use whatever you prefer, but I prefer oat milk. It's my favorite, so we'll be using that in this
That's
recipe.
just a plain, right? Not vanilla flavored, just plain.
Yeah, a plain oat milk. I don't like using the flavored milk in baking, but I'm not done with that yet.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah. So it's going to be, 1 1/4 of milk, 1 1/4 cups of milk. So
We have a cleanup crew for that, Joe, so
Yep.
you're good.
Yeah, great. Okay,
And you're looking at her.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much. So I have my milk incorporated, and I will be using some coconut oil that we have here. You'll be using a 1/3 cup of coconut oil. And just so those who are watching knows, coconut oil is usually solid, so you'll want to melt that. And once it's melted, you'll want to measure up about a 1/3 cup.
Good job.
Thank you.
If you need that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, just for your hands.
Yep. Okay, and then you'll be adding a 1/2 cup actually of maple syrup. So maple syrup, this is the brand I'm using. And so you want to use a 1/2 cup. This will be your sweetener. No sugar is used here, but your maple syrup will be your sweetener. And so you will have a 1/2 cup, and that'll be enough. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Joe, why did you get a real estate license?
I got my real estate license because I love real estate, of course. I'm pretty sure why a lot of people get their license, but I've been into real estate since I was about 16 or 17 years old. I've been looking into investing in real estate, and that's where I just fell in love with real estate in general. I wanted to help others, get their own home, and my goal with my license is to help younger people find their first home. That is what I want to do. I am 20 years old, and I want to find other people who are in their teens.
He's 20 years old. Can you believe it? Yeah. So go ahead. And
I want to help people who are in their 20s looking for their first home. I understand that right now it's a little difficult, and it is overwhelming. So I want to be there for them if they have any questions. That's pretty much my goal as an agent, to help those who are looking for their first home find their first home and be happy with it. There's a lot of people who find their first home, and maybe sometimes they want something different a year or two later on, but I want to help them find something perfect they'll be happy with.
would you agree it's an emotional roller coaster ride for buyers and sellers, let alone being a first-time home buyer? Because you really don't know, you've not done it before.
Right.
So the importance of selecting the right agent is key.
Of course.
So, having that customer service mindset, really going through the process with them, it's a journey. And what we do as real estate professionals is help guide them, help keep them on the right path, and keep their stress and everything to a minimum, because they've got enough going on, right? Packing, thinning, financially, emotionally, right? So, so I love that you're so passionate about helping people and really educating the first-time home buyer.
Right. Yeah, that's what I love the most. I think everyone should have their own property, and that's what I want to help everyone do. That's the goal.
Real estate is still the #1 investment for money.
Yes, it is. It is a #1 investment, and especially I would argue that everyone should have their own home to live in. If you're able to afford it, of course. If you're able to afford it, you should probably get your own property.
Right.
If you're renting, that's fine. But if you ever get to the point that you could afford your own home, that's your best choice for yourself.
Indeed. So if you have questions for Joe or questions for us about real estate or his cornbread, please email us at realestateu@Lettiann.com. We'll get those questions answered. If you have a question for Joe, we'll get that to Joe and he'll respond to you. So let's continue on with this, Joe.
Great. So yeah, I have all my dries here, and I'm just almost done here with my wets. So I'll be using flaxseed grounds. This will be your egg for the cornbread. In vegan baking, you don't use eggs, of course. That's not vegan. So flaxseed meal will be your eggs. And in this recipe, you'll be using 2 tablespoons. Okay. Here we go.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I'll be mixing all of these.
Joe, while you're mixing, and being a newer agent, what was your most challenging endeavor to date on the road to either get a license or find an office? What's been your biggest challenge, and thus far, what's been your biggest reward?
Okay, so for those who, of course, who don't know me, I am new here in Kansas City. So
you came from Los Angeles?
I came from LA. So my biggest struggle was adapting to the new environment, of course, but also
the weather.
the weather.
Yeah.
The weather here is very different to LA, I'm telling you that. So my biggest struggle was not only getting used to Kansas City and you know, the environment, of course, but finding my first business, my first client. I came here not knowing anyone, well, very few people, and that was my biggest struggle, finding where I'm gonna, you know, help my first seller, my first buyer. So that was the biggest struggle. And 6 months later, into having my my license, I've sold one property, helped my buyer buy her first property. So that was the biggest struggle. I'm grateful for her to help me help her, basically. And I'm so happy that I was able to do that.
Good. Would you agree? It's a relationship. This is a relationship business.
Yeah.
And we are here to help people. That's our mindset at our office, helping those with their biggest asset. And again, through the financial and emotional and physical. I mean, if they're actually moving, it's all encompassing. So having someone to, what I say is drive the bus for them and lead them down the right paths, make the right choices, not that you're making the choices for them, but introducing them to local lenders, connecting them with the right vendors and the right people. So I'm super proud of you. Like, you're doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah. So here I'm just going to be throwing everything all together, and we're almost done with all the prep work. So.
And we've got just about 5 minutes left. I wanted to say Joe has taken of course, you went through the licensing process,
right.
And that schooling and pre-licensing course really only teaches you everything you need to know to pass the test.
Yes.
So then Joe has taken our real estate training success program. What can you say about that program, Joe?
It was great. It was great. So. Yes, when you're going to school for your license, they teach you how to pass the test, some laws, of course, but that doesn't help you. That doesn't help you help your buyer or seller. It really doesn't. It teaches you how to.
You know, the laws and the ins and outs and the whys behind the statutes and whatnot.
Yes,
yeah.
You know, they teach you why things are, but you know, it really doesn't help you be a servant of the public. Public servant.
Yeah. Love it. That's exactly the mindset a good realtor needs to have.
Yeah, I believe that as a realtor, you are a servant to your client. You're there to help them either sell or buy a property. And, you know, that's your job.
I just want to say, if anyone out there is considering getting a real estate license, no matter where you live in the country, and if any of you are, maybe you want to ramp up your game, if you already have a license, please visit our real estate training success program. Go to Lettiann.com and click on the training program tab, and that will take you to our real estate training success program as well.
Yeah.
Again, just a couple of minutes left, Joe. So we'll get the final product out. But any final words to anyone about your experience as a newer agent? Yeah.
So I wanted to say that your training was great. I think it really helps someone, a new agent, especially, find their way. You know, if you're newly licensed, that will very much help you. And I love watching your success program. It was great.
Thank you, Joe.
So we're almost done here. In the final moments, I will be pouring this in here. And for this recipe, you will be preheating your oven to 400 degrees. And you will be baking for between 20 and 25 minutes. So The prep work, of course, just takes a few minutes, doesn't take too long. Baking 20-25 minutes. And easy as that, you have your cornbread.
Love it. Can't wait to try it, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that bowl.
Oh, thank you very much.
Got a little on your shirt there, but that's okay.
That's
this
fine.
is a live cooking show. We're not messing around here.
This is the kitchen.
And again, if you are enjoying the recipes, like what you're seeing, and want to download these recipes for free, please visit our website, Lettiann.com/season 5 recipes. And for more recipes and tips on buying, selling, and creating a home that cooks, please go to Amazon.com and search Homes That Cook for my book, Lettiann Sutherland, Homes That Cook. Got some great family recipes. And we're in the kitchen today, everyone, because the kitchen is the heart of the home.
Yes,
right?
it is. Yes.
No matter what, where, when, whether you're showing a property, whether you're having people over, Joe, right?
Yeah.
I know you and Abby enjoy just hanging out in the kitchen and all of that good stuff. So thank you so much. Let's give that cornbread a try. Ooh. I can imagine some of the awesome things this would go with. Chili comes to mind, but you said you enjoy it just like this, maybe as a treat.
Yeah, I enjoy it plain. I really do. But it is a must when I make chili. It is a must. It is perfect. But yes, I do enjoy it plain. I eat it any time of day. So that is my opinion on it.
All right, I'm just looking for a little spatula here.
All right.
So because this is a live show, I'm using a cheese grater, but that's okay. So let's give this a try. I should say a cheese slicer.
A cheese slice.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right. Thank you very much.
Oh, Joe, I can't wait to try it. It's just sweet enough that it could be just like a snack on the go. And it's full of flax seeds, so we've got protein. We can even put this in our car if we need a midday snack while we're out showing houses.
Right.
Beautiful. Joe, thank you so very much for being on the show.
No problem.
Just tickled that you're at our office. Maybe one last piece of advice for someone who's licensed here. Maybe they're not comfortable or happy, or maybe they don't feel like they're part of a culture or belong to their office. As a real estate professional, what's the importance of choosing the right office?
No, as a new agent, I thought training was important. I needed guidance, mentoring. And I thought you were perfect for me when I met you and I was interviewing at your office. That's what's important to me, especially as a new agent. Everyone has their own needs, but what I will say to everyone, every new agent, you need mentoring. You can't do it alone. You need someone to help you.
I feel that the mentoring and coaching from your broker catapults a person, a licensed person who really has a want in real estate. Your broker is key to the success of the agents in their office. That's my philosophy. So you're going to be on another show, and you're going to keep us up to date on all of your successes, Joe.
Thank you very much.
We've got one more minute, but I know you have a plan. He's a young man, so heartfelt, and has your goal. Tell us your goal, which you told me the day I interviewed you.
My goal as an agent right now, as a new agent, I want to help at least 10 people this year, but also I want to invest in real estate as much as I can, have a few properties by the time I'm 25. I'm currently 20.
But what kind of properties? You told me specifically.
Multifamily properties. That's something I want to do, invest in. And like I said, that's just my goal when I'm 25, 5 years from now. So
we're gonna stay in touch with Joe. He's gonna follow Joe on his socials, Joe Castillo, Joe_Castillo.
Yes.
And stay in touch with Joe. Follow his successes. Nothing's gonna please me more than when he buys his first multifamily investment property. So
and that will be very soon.
Yay!
Hopefully.
Look at that. He's got it. So you have to have a want and a will, and we do have the will and the want. So thank you for tuning in to Real Estate U with Lettiann. We appreciate you watching. We appreciate your support, and we look forward to your questions and comments.
The Real Estate U podcast with Lettiann.